So the time everybody joining, I'm going to explain a little bit what we're going to do. The practice we're going to do, it's called the Double Vortex. It's my trademark, and it helps basically people recenter, and calm the mind. We are in a system that makes us work like little computer, using our mind all the time, basically to think, to decide, to choose. Whether it's on screen, whether it's in the shops, whether it's everywhere. And now we are on top of that competing with AI and realize that we're so much slower. And for me, the mind is not supposed to be a supercomputer. It's something that's really useful to access the information we need, basically. And we have something that's even, I would say, even more efficient than any type of AI that enables us to access information directly from the field, that the information we need. We don't need to know everything. We need to know what's basically essential for us. So a lot of the practices I'm teaching is really to help people access that deep place inside, which is in our heart, where we can receive this core information, and our mind can relate to ourselves, instead of trying to figure things out with our mind. So the Double Vortex techniques that I developed, it's especially helping to access that place. And briefly about me, for the people who don't know me here, hello Nadia. I spent 3 years in silence, basically, and I had before that a very busy mind also. I did a business school back in the days, and then I went on a long journey where I was pretty split between my higher self and my lower self. And I have basically to stop at some point in my journey to really calm my mind, and I spent 3 years in silence, so meditating night and days, meaning concentrating my mind on silence, to really being able to silence it. And so I spent a year on the chair when I was doing that day and night. And the goal was really to, when I say silencing the mind, it's not something you force, it's more something you let talk without paying attention. And I'm meaning, that noise. And you stay focused on whatever you want. If it's on silence, on peace, on calmness, you just let it speak. You don't acknowledge it, you don't stop it, you don't reject it, and you come back always to the place of silence, And so that's what I was doing during that time, whether I was hungry, thirsty, in a lot of pain, or in a lot of boredom, just staying center. And so what happens when we do that? We basically transmuting pain, boredom, negative energies, negative thoughts into more energy, into more light, into more space. And to me, we are really here on earth for that, to enjoy and also to transmute, whatever is in the way of our joy, to be able to transmute it into power, into light, like into love, into whatever actually you want to manifest in this world. So the Double Vortex technique that we're going to do together, it's going to help you with this, to really basically transmute any time of blockages that you may have in your life. So it can be emotional blockages, it can be mental, it can be physical. The people I work with have been healing a lot of chronic disease, all types of different pains and ailments by practicing it regularly. Sometimes some get lucky even in one time, they do it as well. So it's a very powerful technique. It's not just to silence the mind. Silence the mind is one of the first effects, but it's really basically to help you access the energy within yourself. As you I think most of you may know, we are energies. It's E equal MC2. And quantum physics as well explain that everything is a field of energy before even to be material. And so when we access that energy, we are able to shift things, really shift things, and often very quickly, even within the material world, within our body. So to me, the main goal is to be able to access this power, to access this field, and to be able to stay connected with it. And the more you are staying connected with it, the more it sort of become like a second nature, to you, and it's actually your true nature because we are energetic being. And the more you live in a state of peace, in a state of joy, in a state of health, basically. And when you come out of these states, it's obvious, and you know how you come back also to it pretty quickly. So I'm going to guide you through a practice, and I would like, if you have any question, before we start, feel free to ask them. I'm looking at the chat now. But basically, what we're going to do, and I'm going to guide you, is going through the main step of the double vortex. There are 4 steps. The first one is to silence your mind, and we all have that power for a moment, and to drop your awareness into your heart. And from there, we're going to start moving our energy counterclockwise. Counterclockwise, we're going to remove things from our field, things we don't want. And clockwise, after, we're going to reprogram the things we want. And we're going to ground our energy, the first step, and get to our life with this. So I will guide you through a little journey. And don't make any effort. Like just relax completely. Don't, if you are going somewhere else, it's fine. Just come back whenever you feel it. The key to everything is to be really gentle with yourself, really gentle with everyone, and really gentle with how you go through things. Not punishing yourself because you've been distracted, or because you cannot silence your mind, or because you cannot feel the energy. Just accepting that, just like a child, with joy. And keep trying, gently, without forcing, and progressively you'll feel more energy, you'll feel more peace, you'll feel more space, and you feel better. So gentleness is the key, and consistency is really what helps you open the door. So we're going to close our eyes for this practice. So if you're driving, be careful. You can do it eyes open, or you can stop on the side. And we're going to imagine like we're gently floating into a white cloud. A white cloud of energy with a very bright, crisp, and soothing light at the same time. And all the thoughts, all the tensions, all the negativities, we're gently letting them slide through the cloud. We don't make any effort. And it's just as if we're levitating a little bit above the ground. And within this cloud, we're going to connect with our heart. And we're going to start moving our energy around our heart counterclockwise. So you can imagine like a liquid gold, very bright, very soothing, very warm, swirling around you. You can visualize it if that helps. You can just feel it. And within this vortex, you're going to let drop, again, all the thoughts, all the distractions from inside, from outside. Just staying in a state of deep peace. And we're going to call in the divine source of all creation, all things and beings. Call it in our hearts. And we're going to start gently rising with this cloud above the ground. Feeling very light, very peaceful. And as we rise, we keep moving our energy gently, very gently around us, counterclockwise. It's like we're creating more light, more space. We're becoming lighter and lighter. Like a gentle movement of wall. And if you have a connection, with certain forces, certain spirits, whatever that is, certain ancestors, or just deep, deep within yourself, you can call for these energies to sustain you, to help you. And I'm going to ask you to think, about something you would like to shift in your life. Because we're on the shift today to transmute into something else, something that's been blocking you. It can be emotional, physical, mental. Just think about it for a moment from the place of peace. And now I'm going to ask you to look at that blockage, to look at it from that deep place, from within your clouds, using all this light, to embrace it, to not judge it. It's like you're kind of like gently dancing around that problem or that block. Like from a very neutral, very peaceful, very motherly perspective, looking at it, even becoming one with it. Now you're going to embrace, that sensation even more, like you're becoming broader and broader. You're going to go inside and you're going to ask, what's the message for you? Every pain, every trauma, every blockage comes with a message. There's a reason why it's there. Use your intuition and ask, openly, without expectation, to see what's there. And once you get your message, when you get more clarity, then you can use the vortex, counterclockwise, to remove that energy from your field, from yourself. That stuckness, that block, you can vortex it. You can bring it out of your field very gently, because once you get the information, you don't need it anymore. So you remove it from your field. You send it back to the universe. You should start feeling lighter, more open, more free. And when you start feeling really, really open, then you can go clockwise and you can gently start reprogramming now what you want, instead of that block, that trauma, that things in your way. What kind of force, what kind of power, what kind of love, what kind of results you want in your life. And so the clockwise, it's programming within your field what is going to be happening, what is going to be manifested. So use your intention and visualize, feel what you want now. You can bring all the things you want. There's more things you want. From that deep place of peace, we are in the 0 point, where things are really peaceful and clear. That's when we can create basically our reality. So first we visualize it, we feel it, and then naturally it's gonna happen. And then you can bring your energy gently back into the ground, into the earth, to anchor you. And gently float down from our cloud as well, back to the earth. And we're going to remember that we want to live from that place of peace, that we can create the life we want from that place of love, joy, that we have the power to shift any state of mind, of emotions, and even of pain into a lighter, brighter, healthier version. That we are the creator of our life, not the victims or the pawns, except if we decide so. And that we decide, all of us, how we react to things, how we behave, when things are nice, when things are less nice. We have that power at all times. We can detach, we can go inside, we can block or we can embrace. We are very powerful beings. And we should not let any thought or any people tell us the contrary. We're going to gently, progressively come back and set a very strong intention. Whatever will be decided, visualizing that you want to achieve or be or feel. Let's make a strong intention to manifest it and to do the work for it, to get it. And when we're done, we can gently come forward to this reality. And if you have a few questions or you things you want to share, feel free to share it in the comments down there. If you want to stay in that deep state of peace, you're also free to do so. Thank you for joining us. Lighter and brighter more. Wish I could see you all. I'm a big fan of seeing people. Shifted, Nadia. That's beautiful. You can tell us what's been shifted? Oh, Laurie and the girls. They were joining us also. Laurie had two beautiful girls. It's just that I met Laurie through Adam, actually. Yeah? And through Adam, I met Mo also in the shift. I am the creator of my life. Who I am is happy, fulfilled, radically responsible. That's beautiful. If you stick to that intention, Nadia, you're gonna go far. Because the more I go, the more else I am really the creator, of all these things. And if I create a challenge, it's for a very good reason. And I decide to embrace it. And if I create a joy, it's also because I deserve it, I can enjoy it, but it's me deciding, it's me creating. So yeah, I want to thank also Mo and all the team, the beautiful team of the shifts, doing a beautiful work to spread healing also, understanding and support for younger people, for a lot of people actually, and that's why I feel very honored to have joined this little life. And as for myself, I'm helping people through the Double Vortex practice. You can download it, for free for everyone. If you practice it daily, you can go really far. Like with this, really far. The more you do it, the more you're gonna feel it. And for the ones who wants to go even deeper or further, we have a 3-month program called Potential, starting again in January. And right now we have also a community where we have a pre-recorded course. People prepare for it, so it's always a good time to join. A really beautiful community of light-hearted people, very giving and very loving. And you can also read my book for the ones who are interested to go even deeper. It's a deep dive into my 3 years in silence and my journey overall. So Thank you everyone for joining us today for this live, and for the people I know, thanks a lot. No, and I know I will see you soon. And for the new people, I hope we'll embark on a journey together, and because that's what we do. We really bringing all our energy to create a lot of love, and not just to heal, but to grow, also to expand. We start with healing, but then we go much further than that. So join us. You can also just join the mailing list, and we'll be co-creating a beautiful world together. So much love, much luck, and I see you soon.